Now let's continue with the 2013 GCE questions. The next one is number 13. A force is 10I plus 4J newtons. A force of 10I plus 4J newtons acts on a mass of 2 kilograms. Mass is 2 kg, which is at rest. That means U is equal to 0. Now, 0 meter per second. Find what is the velocity in meters per second after 3 seconds. T is 3 seconds. To find velocity, we need to know acceleration. F is equal to ma. That means A equals F over m, which is the same as 10I plus 4J all over 2, and that's equal to 5I plus 2J meters per second squared. That means the acceleration is 5I plus 2J meters per second squared, and therefore V, which is equal to U plus AT, is going to be 0 plus A, which is 5I plus 2J times T, which is 3, and that's equal to, that means V equals 15I plus 6J meters per second. What's the correct option? The correct option is D. Now we go straight to the next, which is number 14. If x equals 1 over 3, and y equals 2 over 3, find the value of the term in x cubed, y cubed in the expansion of x plus y all raised to the power 6. Let's do that. X plus y raised to the power 6 is going to be equal to 6c0, x raised to the power 6, y raised to the power 0. The power of x will be decreasing across the expansion, while that of x will be increasing across the expansion. The second term is going to be 6c1, x raised to the power 5, y raised to the power 1, plus the third term will be 6c2, x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 2, plus the fourth term will be 6c3, x raised to the power 3, y raised to the power 3, and that's the term we want. We want the term in x cubed, y cubed. So, and that simply means that's the term we want, and that's the same as, so that term is, let's evaluate that term, 6c3 x raised to the power 3 is equal to 6c3 times, let me just write 6c3 into bracket, x is 1 over 3 raised to the power 3 times y, which is 2 over 3, y is 2 over 3 raised to the power 3. Let me do this to show that that's not the last term. Now, and this is the final answer. Let's check that quickly. What is that? What's 6c3? Let's say that in a second too. 6c3. Let's see, 1 over 3 raised to the power, the cube of 1 over 3 raised to the power 3, 6c3. Okay, I have that. 6c3 is 20, and that's 20 times the cube of 1 over 3 is 1 over 27, times the cube of 2 over 3 is 8 over 27. That means 2 raised to the power 3 divided by 3 raised to the power 3, and that's 8 over 27. So this is simply the same as, what's that? Let's go, that's 20 times, that's 160 over, that's 160 over, what's 27 times 27? 160 over 729. And that's a term in x cubed, y cubed. So the correct option is B, 160 over 729. We go straight to the next, which is number 15. Number 15, given that number 15, a student kicks a football of mass 3 kilograms initially at rest with a force of 12 newtons. F is 12 newtons. If the ball moves in a straight line for 2 seconds, calculate the distance covered. Time is 2 seconds. What is the distance covered? And the mass of the ball is 3 kilograms. We need, first of all, okay, how do we find the distance? Let's find the acceleration. F is ma. That means A is F over m, which is going to be equal to 12 over 3, and that's 4 meters per second squared. A is 4 meters per second squared. Now, how do we find the distance? The body started from rest, so u is 0. That simply means we can use the formula v equals, okay, let me use the formula s equals ut plus half at squared. We already have a, u, and t, so we can find s, and that's going to be 0 times t is 2 seconds. Do we have that? Yes, 2 seconds. So 0 times 2 plus 1 over 2 times a, which is 4 meters per second, a, which is 4 meters per second squared, times 4 times t squared, and that's 2 squared times 2 squared, and that's simply equal to, of course this will be 0, and 2 squared is 4 times 4, 16 divided by 2, 8 meters, and the correct option is D. We go straight to the next, which is number 16. Given that m equals, given this matrix 3 minus 1 minus 5 2, find the point whose image under m is minus 2 1. Okay, what we just do here is multiply this matrix m by another matrix whose elements are x and y, and that will be equal to minus 2 1. So let's see that this simply means 3x minus y equals, let me do it this way, step by step. 3x minus y minus 5x plus 2y equals minus 2 minus 1. Now, oh, not minus 2 minus 1, that's minus 2 1, sorry, whose image under m is minus 2 1. Image under m is minus 2 1. So, and now this simply means 3x minus y equals minus 2. That's equation 1. Another equation, the next equation is minus 5x plus 2y equals 1. That's the second equation. So I want to multiply this one by 2 to eliminate y, and multiply this one by 1. If I multiply the first equation by 2, I'm going to have 6x minus 2y equals minus 4, and the second equation remains what it was, 5x plus 2y equals 1. Now I can subtract this new equation from the first. Now, no, I'm adding to eliminate y. 6x minus 5x is x, and minus 2y plus 2y is 0. So x equals minus 4 plus 1, that's minus 3. X equals minus 3. So if I put that in equation 1, I can find y. Equation 1 is 3x minus y equals minus 2. So that's the same as 3 times minus 3 minus y equals minus 2. And that means minus 9 minus y equals minus 2, which simply means minus y equals minus 2 plus 9. And that means minus y equals 7, which means y equals minus 7. So the point is the point minus 3 minus 7, and the correct option is C. We go straight to the next, and that's number 17. Quickly, number 17. Two particles P and Q move with velocities. That's with velocities. Move with velocities. With velocities 3i plus 4j meters per second and 6i minus 2j meters per second respectively. Find the velocity in meters per second of P relative to Q. Oh, that's simple. What do we do? Let me have a sketch this way. I think this always makes it easier in a way. Let this be the horizontal axis, and this is the vertical horizontal. P, this is the origin. OP is going to be 3i plus 4j. Let this be 3i plus 4j. I want to do that well. Let this be 3i plus 4j. I want that straight, beautiful arrow. Yes, let this be 3i plus 4j. This is P. That's 3i. OP is 3i plus 4j. And OQ is 6i minus 2j. 6i minus 2j. 6j. This is going to be 6i minus 2j. 6i, yeah, it's on the positive x-axis, but on the negative y-axis. So this is what it will look like. 6i minus 2j. Minus 2j. So let me make this by 6i minus 2j. That's 6i minus 2j. This is q. So this is 6i minus 2j. So that means PQ, and this is going to be PQ. That's PQ. PQ, yeah, PQ is equal to PO plus OQ. And that's the same as minus OP. PQ is minus OP plus OQ. And that simply means minus into brackets 3i plus 4j plus OQ, which is 6i minus 2j. And that's simply minus 3i minus 4j plus 6i minus 2j. And that's equal to minus 3i plus 6i is 3i. And then minus 4j minus 2j is minus 6j. So PQ is 3i minus 6j. So the velocity of P relative to Q is 3i minus 6j meters per second. And the correct option is C. We go straight to the next, which is number 18. Find the probability that in 5 tosses of an unbiased die, a 6 will be obtained. A 6 will be obtained. A 6 will be obtained. That should be obtained. A 6 will be obtained twice in 5 tosses of an unbiased die. A 6 will be obtained twice. Just a quick correction there. Obtained how many times? Twice. Yeah, that's it. Find the probability that in 5 tosses of an unbiased die, a 6 will be obtained twice. Okay, now that means probability of obtaining a 6 twice means Px equals 2. This is a binomial. We use the idea of binomial distribution to do that. So X equals 6 is going to be, first of all, the success, let success be P. The probability of obtaining a 6 is going to be 1 over 6. So Q, the probability of not obtaining a 6 is going to be 1 minus 1 over 6, which will be 5 over 6. So the probability that a 6 will be obtained twice, which is Px equals 2, is going to be equal to C. How many tosses do we have? 5 tosses. That means N is 5 and R is 2. 5C2 P, which is 1 over 6 raised to power R Q. I think I should bring it down here. Let's bring it down here, yes. The probability that a 6 will be obtained twice is given by this. P raised to power 2 and Q raised to power N minus R. That's 5 over 6 raised to power N minus R means 5 minus 2, which is 3. And that's equal to, let's check that. That's equal to what is 5C2. 5C2 is 10. That's 10 times 1 raised to power 2 is 1 over 6 raised to power 2. Let me just write that as 6 raised to power 2 times 5 raised to power 3 is 125 divided by 6 raised to power 3. So we just have, what do we now have? We have 1,250 over, what is 6 raised to power 5? 6 raised to power 5 is 7776. Okay, the options are given as decimal fractions, so let me just do that. 1,250 divided by 7,776, and that is 0.1608. And we can see that, what's it called? What do we have? Okay, and that's approximately 0.16. So the correct option is 0.1. They actually did 0.160. Okay, we can only choose option A. So the correct option is A. and we go straight to the next. Which is number 19. Given that dy dx is equal to 6x squared, dy dx equals 6x squared minus 2x, and y equals 5 when x equals 2. Y equals 5 when x equals 2. Now, find the expression for y. First of all, we need to know y. If we are given the derivative of y, then to get y, we have to integrate that derivative. So, y is going to be equal to the integral of 6x squared minus 2x. And that's the same as 6x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared over 2 plus c, which is equal to, so that means y equals 2x cubed minus x squared plus c. Now we need to find c so we can state y fully. How do we find c? We know that when x equals 2, y equals 5. So we can substitute that here, x and y here, and that means 5 equals 2 times x is 2 when y equals 5. 2 times 2 raised to the power 3 minus 2 raised to the power 2 plus c. We are doing this to find the constant c of integration, and that simply means 5 equals 2 raised to the power 3 is 8 times 2, 16 minus 2 raised to the power 2 is 4 plus c, which simply means c equals 5 minus 16 plus 4, and that means c equals 5 minus 16 is minus 11 plus 4, that's 15. And that therefore means, I hope I did the right thing. Let's see. 2x cubed over 3. That's correct. Let's see. 2 raised to the power 3 is 8 times 2 is 16. So that's 16 minus 4 plus c. And I'm going to have 5 minus 16 plus 4. Oh, no. You see, you have to be very, very careful. 5 minus 16 is minus 11. And minus 11 plus 4 is minus 7. So c is minus 7. And that simply means y is therefore equal to 2x cubed minus x squared minus 7. What you just do is put the c, replace the c here with minus 7, and you have the full definition of y. So y equals 2x cubed minus x squared minus 7. And the correct option is A. We go straight to the next, which is number 20. The next one, which is number, okay, that's number 21. Find the dot product of vectors P 8 180 degrees and Q 6 300 degrees. Dot product. How do we do that? Dot product. Okay, that's simply, let's find, let's write this in the I and J form. That means P is equal to 8, no, let me write, P will be 8 sine 180 degrees I plus 8 cos 180 degrees J. Let me write that well. 8 cos 180 degrees J. Yeah. Okay, what do we do? 8 cos 180 degrees J. Okay, and that's equal to, let me work it out. 8 sine 180 degrees I, 8 sine 180. 8 sine 180 is 0. So that means 0I plus 8 cos 180. 8 cos 180 is minus 8. So that means 0I minus 8J. That's P. Now, Q will be 6 sine 300, not 180. 6 sine 300 degrees I plus 6 cos, I want to write that under it, plus 6 cos 300 degrees J. And what do we have? What does that give us? That means Q is equal to, let me even check if I have my calculator. Beautiful. My calculator is here. So 6 sine 300. So that's 6 sine 300 is minus 1962I plus what 6 cos 300. 6 cos 300 is 3. That's 3J. So that means the dot product of the two, which is P dot Q, is going to be equal to 0 times, of course I'm going to do 0 times minus 5.1962 plus minus 8 times 3. That's the dot product. So that's what we're doing. 0 times minus 5.1962 plus, let's write that well, plus 8 times 3. And that's simply equal to, so that simply means P dot Q, which is the dot product, is going to be 24. That's 24. And the correct option is C. We go straight to the next, which is number 22. 22, given that R equals xi plus 2j and S equals 2i minus 4j. Find the value of x for which R and S are perpendicular. Oh, if two vectors are perpendicular, that means the angle between them is 90 degrees. In other words, their dot product is equal to 0 because R dot S will be equal to the magnitude of R multiplied by the magnitude of S multiplied by the cosine of the angle between them. If the angle between them is 90 degrees, that means R dot S will be product of the magnitude of R times magnitude of S times cos 90 degrees because the two vectors are perpendicular. And we know that cos 90 is 0. So that simply means R dot S will be equal to 0 because when you multiply the magnitude of R by the magnitude of S and multiply that by 0, that will be 0. So that means R dot S equals 0. And that means we know R, that simply means X. We are going to do X times 2 plus 2 times minus 4. That means X times 2 plus 2 times minus 4 equals 0. That's the dot product of R and S. And that simply means 2x minus 8 equals 0, which means 2x equals 8. And that simply means x equals 4. And the correct option is D. All right, let's take a breather and come back in a few for the remaining. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next. Bye-bye.